virtual safety car before. That's why Max Verstappen just let Liam Lawson get past him again. That move was not going to be allowed.
Sorry about the delay, guys. My stream blacked out, so I had to restart the whole stream. But anyway, we're here.
And that is not the way we want to see.
Exactly, 24. We already passed the first lap because obviously I did say the stream lagged out. So far, Verstappen and Piastri collided at the start. Perez is out of the Grand Prix. And Norris leads from Sainz, Gasly, Russell, Hülkenberg, Alonso, Magnussen, Leclerc, Stroll, and Lawson. The DSC at the minute has given me time to actually make back some changes.
It's not like a full safety car where you can all bunch up into a crocodile and they'll have earliest time of arrival for various sectors on their steering wheel to keep settling speed. Let's just go through positions gained or lost. This is absolutely crucial. Charles Leclerc has gained 11 places on that first lap.
Yeah, Leclerc's actually gained 11 places, so that's good for Ferrari in the Constructors' battle.
Lando Norris has kept his McLaren where it started. Last 9 races here, 1 from pole position. If McLaren win this race tonight, they are Constructors' champions.
Yeah.
But it's Lando Norris having to do it all himself, out in front, his teammate right at the back. Positions gained, Sainz 1, and then Gasly, Russell, Hülkenberg, Alonso picking up a couple of places. Kevin Magnussen, what a
Was it like that again?
is currently 7th after gaining 7 places. Look at there, up to 8th for Ferrari from 19th on the grid. That was some kind of first couple of laps, wasn't it? Extraordinary. And Lewis Hamilton, to an extent, following him through.
Well, he has.
As well, in all of the chaos. And right, Piastri right at the back. We're going racing again here. The virtual safety car is ending, and we're waiting for the lights to go green. And George Russell's all over the back. And that Alpine and Pierre Gasly putting him under pressure into the chicane. Now we can get some.
Oh no, it hasn't. Okay, we're fine. We're good. All right, we're good. I thought he lagged out for a minute. Well, Russell and Gasly DRS. Russell make it ahead. Gasly defends from Russell. Yeah. Let me just. Yeah, I have to read everything, guys, because obviously the stream lagged out when I first tried it, so I need to redo all this. There's like a pastry or here Colapinto. Colapinto's got a puncher. Well, I'll just do those for now. I have to reset or once the stream's done.
So they're looking at the Verstappen versus Piastri region. Sure the students can really do anything.
Colapinto's in, yeah. Punch up for Colapinto. Hello. There. You're right, mate. Colapinto at the pit lane. So, Norris leads and Piastri versus Verstappen under investigation. Yeah, I didn't see Bottas Perez accident because I was too busy trying to sort the stream out. I'm alright, how are you, mate? I hope Hamilton gets a good point finish on his last race and that as well, along with hopefully McLaren winning the championship. That's good. So Oscar Piastri's in the pit lane for McLaren. I think it's new tyres, not a front wing. I thought they were replacing the front wing. I mean, the rear left, that ain't good for Piastri and nor McLaren actually. Top 3 is Norris leading 2.5 to Sainz, and it's Gasly 1.5 seconds behind Sainz, who's under pressure from George Russell behind. recommend a penalty for Max. So Maxi might be getting another penalty here.
Didn't do Verstappen any good. And it's sure, just like the penalty in Qatar for Norris, didn't do McLaren any good either.
I'm still a bit annoyed about the Qatar penalty, but at least now I can't understand why they're giving it. The FIA was a joker last week, but anyway, let's forget about Qatar and keep an eye on Abu Dhabi now. Let's have a look. Verstappen just sent it down the inside, and Piastri just penalty for Max. 10 seconds. But Verstappen sent it down the inside of Piastri. Verstappen got a good start, and he sent it down the inside of Piastri, and Piastri was ahead at the apex, and Verstappen hit him. Kind of. I'm not going to try and split opinion here on that. Let's watch from Sainz. So Sainz got overtook by Max at the start, and then he's trying to drive into that gap. So Piastri's still in the Grand Prix, but now Piastri needs a safety car if he's going to get points. Do you want to do Piastri? Piastri's saying moving of a world champion, that one. That's McLaren Technology Centre from Woking. What's happened now? Don't tell me. Okay, we're good. I just missed a Perez crash and Bottas.
I don't think Bottas could have done anything about that. Space, wasn't there? There was obviously space for Charles Leclerc.
After the stream's done, I have to edit all the description and everything again. Leclerc enjoying himself. Charles Leclerc thoroughly enjoying himself. Let's watch from Bottas now. This is where I can get the crash. So Magnussen sent it down the inside, and then I'm not sure about that. 10 seconds again. It's not back in F1 2012. I keep getting 10-second penalties for causing collisions. I mean, I'd mostly do it on purpose. Good fun. As Leclerc sends it on Kevin Magnussen. Yeah, it is Magnussen because Hulkenberg's up in 5th. Great move from Charles Leclerc, but Magnussen fighting back here. And a Boca DRS. It's going to be like a drag race down towards, I think, turn 6. And Leclerc's got him. Yeah, that new engine working wonders for Leclerc. Bottas has hit the pit lane to serve a penalty, I believe. Chasing after Fernando Alonso as Oscar Piastri sets the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, Piastri needs to set those if he's going to get back in the points today. As he goes, Osama bin Russell again on Pierre Gasly. Gasly's been cooking ever since Austin. Gasly's been cooking in that Alpine. Like who let Pierre Gasly cook?
Piastri now needs the drive of his life for his team.
Yeah. Although it's a standstill, McLaren will still win the championship. But anything can happen until the checkered flag. Like Panda and Porras could bottle it again, or Leclerc could get back on the podium. Piastri radio. Piastri saying good to the penalty. Well, now Piastri's under investigation for the Colapinto incident. Now I'll do a description. Actually, no. I'll do it now. Actually, it's on the chat, so. Just check it. Which may well prove very crucial in that Constructors' Championship battle. Yeah, McLaren are scoring 5 by a point at the minute.
Pinto's left rear puncture was Piastri went into the back of him. Just a bit. He just caught him faster than he could have done. Pinto was looking for an overtake as well. We'll see what the stewards say about that one. So Verstappen then in 9th place at the moment, and he'll serve his 10 seconds. Yeah, Verstappen's got to serve that when he comes in. For those 10 seconds before the team can touch the car and start working on it. Having Norris 3 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz. The gap has been pretty steady around 3 seconds since the first lap. Gasly is keeping George Russell at bay.
and running superbly well in that Alpine car, which has just sprung into life in the last few races of the season. Hulkenberg is another who's had a really strong finish to the season, and at the moment, Gasly and Hulkenberg, third and fifth, is very crucial for that sixth-place battle in the championship. It'll keep, I think, Alpine ahead with Kevin Magnussen down in 8th place. But Alpine need Gasly to stay in that top 3.
Thinking about that first corner, it's so unfair of Max, wasn't it? They're not in the championship.
Yeah.
It's not his drivers' championship.
Yeah, there's no need to just interfere.
Such a risky move. I know it's the first lap of the Grand Prix. There was a bit of a gap. Piastri perhaps could have.
Yeah.
Would he know? He wouldn't know he was going to.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't know Verstappen was coming at him.
It just wasn't necessary. It hasn't really done Verstappen any good either.
Yeah, it hasn't done Max had any good either. I don't know why he had to do that. Like, he doesn't want to get involved in the championship. Why is putting Leclerc as Verstappen? Like, Leclerc's not, like, Verstappen's not in a Ferrari. Yeah, he's not going to go for it, yeah.
For that second incident.
So what we need to work out now, if Norris wins and Ferrari is second and third, who gets World Championship?
The Constructors' Championship would go to McLaren.
Yeah, it would.
Here today will be enough for them. They start with a 21-point advantage as Verstappen goes down the inside.
Yeah, Verstappen down the inside, getting on Magnussen.
Yeah, McLaren start with a 21-point advantage. Lando Norris would score at least 25 points. That would give 46, and Ferrari would not be able to hold that wherever their two cars fit.
Yes, because there's a maximum of 44 points plus fastest lap as well. So, McLaren's penalty for Piastri for the collision with, and I just sense the stewards are getting sort of firmer of late in recent races on these penalties, because
say that.
5 seconds, wouldn't it, for something like that down the back straight.
Oh, Alonso's gone wide in the first corner. Alonso's 6th a minute after all the first lap drama.
58. McLaren lead Ferrari, lead Alpine, lead Mercedes, lead Haas, lead Aston Martin. I make that 6 different constructors in the top 6. Not sure how much longer that's going to be.
Yeah, that's not going to keep on for long because.
Ferrari joining the top 6 any minute now.
Leclerc's going to get Fernando Alonso down the back straight.
There he goes, past Fernando Alonso and up into the top 6.
There goes Leclerc up in the top into the top 6. A podium is now definitely possible for Charles Leclerc today.
This has been a very, very good
Alonso could get some DRS and pull a bit away from Max. Even though he's not going to be ahead of Max for long.
Any problem with Lando Norris here?
Yeah, Alonso. I mean, not Alonso. Norris has gone for it.
Yeah. So McLaren's point I was building up to really. McLaren's hopes all hang on Norris now, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Because for Piastri to absorb a 10-second penalty and make his way through the back.
That's going to be near impossible for Oscar Piastri, so all hopes lie on Lando now. So it's all on Pando Portis' shoulders now. Hopefully he doesn't bottle it again, like he's been doing all season. Yeah, Alonso got a little bit of oversteer, I believe it was. It could have been understeer. I still don't get what understeer and oversteer is. I've been watching F1 for 11 years. I think oversteers were like
track limits.
Oversteer things where you spin out or something.
Careful on those. Three of those.
I have to search it up. I have to.
George Russell just charging up his battery, I think, a little bit on this.
Yeah, Russell's charging his battery up, I think, because he's not in DRS range of Pierre Gasly.
Ever so slightly.
And Alpine is surprisingly sponsored by Xbox now. I never knew that. I never knew that. So it'll be enough for Alpine. So theoretically,
technically could get 8th place. 6th place, I should say, but they are a long way behind.
Yeah, there's no chance for RB now. RB was 6th for most of the season until Hulkenberg got us back-to-back 6th places at Silverstone and Austria. I mean, obviously, that's in reverse order. It was actually Austria, then Silverstone.
Not a big undercut there because it takes a while to warm the hardcore fan tyres up at white mark.
Yeah, it does.
Drivers out there on the way ready, at least to Piastri.
Aston secure the 5th in the championship unless something dramatic happens.
a lead, and he's building that.
And
already.
Alpine's hopes to allow Gasly because Dillon's nowhere near, and obviously it is his debut, so
Ferrari, they can react to Ferrari pitting rather than having to do a second guess. And
those came in. I'm pretty sure that was Lance Stroll.
This is how Lewis Hamilton got temporarily ahead of Liam Lawson.
Yeah, temporarily ahead of Lawson. Hamilton got until Lawson got him back at some point.
With a decent exit, has the opportunity to.
And then here comes Liam Lawson again on Lewis Hamilton.
That's exactly what he did. A very nice slipstream.
He did. So.
Yeah, good move by Liam Lawson on Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton's after Schumacher. And Max might have a go at Alonso, but thinking better with it.
Fernando Alonso, and we haven't been to Anthony Davidson yet. Sky Race Control.
First Sky Race Control now.
Hello, yeah, hello, Crofty. So just talking about track limits, Charles Leclerc's already on his third strike. He's been warned about turn one, and he's already pressuring.
There goes Leclerc on Hulkenberg. Put him under pressure. Now Leclerc's going down the inside. Wheel to wheel. Brilliant from Leclerc. Up in the fifth.
Turn 9, Charles Leclerc is
from 19th to 5th in 12 laps. Many as well because of all of that one drama.
Which is very good news for Ferrari, not brilliant for Haas. Hamilton's struggling with Liam Lawson. Verstappen has got past Alonso, and he's made it up into 7th.
So pit window open for lap 12 to 26 for the medium time. I think that's at the 2-stop.
Does seem generally happy with the car.
That's why Aston pit Stroll.
The engineers very positive. They're working very well as a team.
Let's have a look, Martin, at the Max Verstappen Fernando Alonso overtake.
Albon under investigation for a false start as well.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, Alonso ain't fighting that, so Verstappen had an easy one there.
Alonso has won his fight this evening.
Yeah.
Certainly is.
As Magnussen comes in for Haas.
At Haas. Car number 20, Kevin Magnussen, and it's a slow pit stop.
Slow stop, that's what Haas did want.
Kevin Magnussen, after battling away in the early stages here.
Up and show, ahead of Albon.
Out comes Joe Guan Yu.
There's still a chance. Kick-start could still get, theoretically still get 9th from the championship, but it's theoretically possible now with where their cars are.
Became a last ever pit stop there, and
it could be.
It was a tough one.
Which is a real shame because Kevin Magnussen
is up behind Piastri.
Blistering start to this race as well, and showed everyone just exactly his talent.
Yeah, he did.
Often get the chance to say uncompetitive cars that he's driven in his career. There goes
Albon, Joe Guan Yu, not Bottas.
And the Williams up at the 16th place. Ted, down to you.
You never know, Crofty, stopping this early might be a two-stopper for Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah,
it looks like Fernando Alonso is going to come in. So Lance Stroll.
So it looks like Aston are going for 2-stop then, with both their drivers.
But out front, McLaren are happy with Lando Norris's pace. He's keeping the tyres alive, and degradation doesn't seem too bad. So
Max is ahead of Hulkenberg.
Well, it's all going on for Lando's teammate. It's all going on.
So does Alonso.
Yeah, so if Lando can build himself a 5-6 second lead, that's a nice buffer.
That's Hulkenberg pits
over
the Haas.
Sides, but he's got 3.5 at the moment, as you can see.
It's the hard time for Hulkenberg, and that's just as the same for Fernando Alonso, who has a slower stop.
Then always is a safety car. Pit first, and a safety car comes out, then your rival will gain 10.
Yeah, hard time for Alonso as well.
They're pitting while everybody else is at safety car speeds instead of racing speeds, and that's what McLaren will be super nervous of.
That's what McLaren are going to be looking at.
Side of a safety car.
So both Haas cars.
If they get a safety car, maybe instead of pitting Piastri again.
Well, their first pit stops, I think they're on a 2-stop strategy.
This was also about Trevor Hamlet to Lewis Hamilton, who's leading Mercedes. Crazy hard time flies. And Russell tries going down the inside with Gasly again. Great defending. If Gasly does this the whole race, he may even get a second podium of the season. Obviously, to go over Brazil.
It should be a one-stop strategy, but if you have a lot of teams stopping early enough, Martin, it tends to lead them to a two-stop race.
It does.
It does, yeah. It could well do.
It can lead to a two-stop. As Gasly comes in.
Then we've got to stop for Pierre Gasly.
So free George Russell and Charles Leclerc to go ahead.
See if he's got some more pace or react to.
So there's no chance for Verstappen to win this now. Now he's 16 seconds behind Lando Norris, unless McLaren do a two-stop.
It's probably that 3 laps later than Pierre Gasly stopped last year. He triggered a whole raft of two-stoppers in this race 12 months ago.
Gasly 2.6 on his stop.
First of all, Leclerc has been told that the hard tyre doesn't look that good. based on Lewis Hamilton's performance. So
Yeah, based on Hamilton's performance, the does not look that
going forward.
interested.
Secondly,
Jack Dillon's going to be able to beat Gasly, but I think that's back around.
with that pit stop with Gasly.
Because Gasly's much faster.
Telling George
Jack Dillon is his first Formula 1 race.
to charge
After the son of 5 times Formula CC champion Mick Dillon. And you'll be able to swap it
I
around.
thought that might have been going on. Jack Dillon makes way for his teammate Pierre Gasly. Doesn't hold him up much. We watch
Team Radio Max.
He's starting to struggle.
Looks like Gasly's going to give Dillon some slipstream.
In a few moments' time as well. So Gasly now in 9th place after making that stop.
Apparently, I've had a note through. The drivers asked for it to be a more severe penalty for contact,
Right.
which obviously Piastri's been on the receiving end of both aspects.
Yeah, I don't know how they can do that.
Being hit and then hitting somebody else, and that's why it's generally more a 10-second penalty now, because we're so used to it being 5 seconds, weren't we?
I suppose the inference being there, it stops drivers making a move and thinking, right, if it's 5 seconds, I'll probably get away with it, and infringement, so I'll make that up as I go along.
And we've talked about that plenty, haven't we? Taking 5 second penalty and then just get down the road and negate it. So, and the same for track limits.
Yeah.
More likely a 10-second penalty.
False start for Joe Guan Yu.
Well, false start for Joe.
5-second
penalty.
Him. He has already pitted once in this race. Oscar Piastri's got a 10-second penalty coming his way. Alex Albon, no further investigation needed for that false start.
So no investigation for Alex Albon.
So he's got off. He's got away with it. Escaped the penalty, and Joe Guan Yu hasn't. Piastri's got 10 seconds to serve. His teammate Lando Norris continues to lead.
So Norris continues to lead. You have 4 seconds now between him and
if
Sainz.
McLaren win this race, keep reminding you, if you're tuning in all the time, you might not know, McLaren win the Constructors' title for the first time since 1998.
Yeah.
It's been a very, very good start for Ferrari. They run 2nd and 4th, but as long as McLaren are out in front, Ferrari can't catch them.
Yeah, that is true. That.
Yuki Tsunoda,
And if Ferrari get ahead of Lando Norris, then that could all change unless Piastri gets in the points. Team ahead of Norris.
How the tyres? Yeah, okay, like struggling a tiny bit more than what it was. But it seems to be 880 right now.
Casual, isn't it? And very calm, you have to say. And the
Surprisingly calm from Lando Norris.
4 seconds, that's what they need to do.
I'm using Wakapan Mobile now, sort of drivers.
It does seem very, very peaceful at this stage.
And there's Pierre Gasly on
Halfway
Yuki
through
Tsunoda.
the Grand Prix.
And we're at that stage in the race where the track is that little bit warmer as well than it will be.
Average
at the
pit stop
latter
loss is
stages.
22
The
seconds.
sun
The
is
Steel Russell
setting
does
here,
for his
the
strategy,
lights, the
and Mercedes.
700 floodlights will very much start to take effect in the next 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, they
You
will.
never see a bulb out, do you? It's not like okay at home.
Yeah, you can see the Christmas lights. A couple of bulbs will be changing, but we're trying to go home, Martin, as we look now at Yuki Tsunoda and Pierre Gasly. I'd rather get the feeling that Gasly fancies a bit of overtaking here. We've talked a lot about track limits and cars going wide. Lance Stroll's been shown a black and white flag already for track limits once more.
So the window licker.
5-second
Okay,
penalty.
Lance
Here
Stroll
comes
giving a black and white flag already. Here goes Pierre Gasly on Yuki Tsunoda, and Gasly has gone ahead of BRB.
Down the inside goes
I mean, a
Gasly.
fresher tyre, you expect that
And he
from
needs to make that
the Alpine,
because
but
George Russell
Tsunoda
stayed
making
out.
back at him here because Tsunoda's actually kept quite close to him.
Of course, we're in a direct fight. for
That's
that
Gasly's
final
family.
spot on the podium for now.
As here goes Tsunoda again on Pierre Gasly. He's going back at the inside.
Driving style.
Impressive from Tsunoda. I mean, to be fair, that was for the DRS. But Gasly is trying to go around the outside of the RB. Go on, Pierre. That's some move by Gasly. Great move by him.
The place, he's got the inside line.
Tsunoda tries fighting it, but it wasn't too good use as Gasly gets ahead of the RB and into 8th place for now.
Straight, get the slipstream, it's lovely. But you are vulnerable going through that chicane onto the next part.
Yeah. We need to, there's 2 lines thankfully through that turn at the end of the second straight. So
Yeah.
that helps. But yeah, Stroll
That's
there
looking
already
for
on the
Pierre
wall
Gasly,
track. One more time. Off
They're taking more of an inside line to turn 5 compared to Russell.
George Russell, the 3rd place. And one more track finish.
And if he's getting a bit more time on entry, but then an exit, it costs him.
Down the back straight with George Russell, the car ahead. Just getting into some DRS range now.
So what Ferrari needs to do maybe is undercut Russell,
17 kilometers an hour.
but then maybe it's vulnerable to Gasly.
When it finally comes your way. This is the undercut threat.
High threat from Leclerc, the undercut.
That was to stop before George Russell. There is a high probability that he will emerge ahead of the Mercedes once George Russell makes the pit stop himself.
Yeah, there's a high chance of that.
Chance of that. It's Russell and Gasly.
So if I'm the only time it's Sergio Perez.
How
much time is that putting out this season?
Hamilton dropping to 6, some 26 seconds off the lead already on lap 19. Russell 16 seconds off the lead, obviously starting further up on the grid. So Mercedes don't have great race pace. I think they'll really struggle to keep Leclerc behind them. And then it's
actually we can't put non-point finishes this season because there's quite a few.
And a big old squabble between Russell, Verstappen, Gasly, and Co for fourth place.
So far, though, it's okay for McLaren at the front of the Constructors' Championship. It's okay for Alpine in that battle for sixth. But the race with Haas will go right to the wire here, and the two Haas cars have both made their pit stop. Pierre Gasly's made his too. Right, Ted, down to you.
Just looking at thinking ahead a bit, Oscar Piastri, he's been told, okay, we're probably just going to do one stop.
I think that's 6 or maybe 7 non-point finishes for Perez this season.
He's going to be
that is just in the fast Red Bull. That is just isn't good. I mean, to be fair, the car was more made for maths still, and what I can do this season, but. After getting like podium in every race but one of the first 5 races, that is just I understand why Red Bull were placing Perez.
Everyone's going to end up on top 5. They're going to end up the race on them. We're just about 1 or 2 stops, 2 laps ahead of.
Yeah, it's Hulkenberg to just go ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, trying to chase after Gasly.
Yuki Tsunoda has got past.
So what has to do here is
by Carl once again.
Get close to Gasly and overtake him.
Tsunoda then gets DRS.
There's no chance Dylan's going to get points, so all Haas need to worry about is Pierre Gasly.
Very clean exit indeed, and there's no chance Yuki Tsunoda can regain the position he just lost. So Hulkenberg up into 9th, and the pit starting to make their way out.
Ferrari trying
not for Charles
ready for a pit stop
because they are through once again.
Yeah, they have to be next up. One of the drivers maybe. Not Ferrari. They could be.
McLaren have just got to, with Lando Norris, run their own race. Not think about it.
Yeah, McLaren have got to do that today with Norris. Otherwise, it could be danger.
I think that was very true before the start.
No DRS for Charles Leclerc down this back straight, but you may get a dose of it down the next straight.
First corner, they've really got to think about 2 Ferraris all of a sudden. It was 2 McLarens versus 1 Ferrari at the start.
And now it's 2 Ferraris versus 1 McLaren.
That'll put a lot of pressure on them. They've got to get absolutely everything right from here on in.
Yeah. As I said before, Charles Leclerc's only scored
Watch their service start.
Started 19th. Tsunoda start. Didn't get going very
They didn't get going for Tsunoda.
I don't think I did anything wrong, to be honest.
So they're sounding calm. I mean, obviously, it's expected to be calm after your first couple of seasons in F1 on the radio, after being like angry in the first season. That was Yuki.
The score points from 19, 5th place finish in Canada in 2022.
Yeah.
Up to 4th there and into the pits.
So Leclerc, that's coming.
Then went back in.
So it's like an undercutting down for Russell, and that will release Max Verstappen to go 4th. Hamilton's going quicker than Verstappen now.
It gives you the chance to undercut Russell, doesn't it? And Gasly, really, and stay ahead of Gasly.
They'll stay at Pierre Gasly, maybe,
So it makes sense for Ferrari to try to bring that car up into 3rd place.
So Gasly is just making his way.
So Gasly will probably go ahead of Leclerc and does.
There, round turn 1. And Charles Leclerc will emerge.
There's a car. Oh no, I'm thinking there's a car in the pit lane. It's the service room. My goodness. I looked up at the screen and was like, oh, what's that doing there?
It's been a long year, mate.
One before was a car in the service guy in pit lane.
Leclerc comes out ahead.
Or was it? It could be a car F1 car in the service room.
That's the gap that they've fed him.
So, Hulkenberg's going to have DRS on Leclerc here. Might put Hulkenberg closer to Gasly, so Leclerc's actually helping out is Ferrari powered.
To give Nico Hulkenberg some DRS assistance there down the street.
Because Ferrari has a Ferrari engine, so.
A little bit of pressure while it takes those hard tyres a little bit longer
Can't make sense.
the temperature. Although Max Verstappen is now
I don't think really wants to do that. But now he's got fresher tyres, he can go after Gasly and overtake him.
His tyres are starting to overheat.
So what can Ferrari do with their
So Verstappen's tyres are starting to overheat now.
They've got to try and destabilise McLaren, haven't they? By doing something a little bit different, which they might have done there with Leclerc.
He's lost on board for AJ Hulkenberg, so back to Sainz we go.
Hard about how that plays out for them, because they don't want to just focus on Sainz in P2 and find out that Ferrari have pulled a bit of a stroke for the first time. Monty with Leclerc in the Ferrari.
Ted, down to you.
I like that idea, Martin. Some sort of Ferrari pincer movement. Using Leclerc as well, maybe on a fast final stint. Very tasty. But
yeah, they could be using Leclerc as a bait for a fast final stint. That's what Ferrari could be doing.
To cover Sainz and whatever he does.
If it is what they're doing, then good luck to the Scuderia, but I'm not sure if they're going to get that because McLaren are still on course to win it, even though Piastri's obviously got that penalty.
So, Lando's got the gap that McLaren wanted. 4 seconds is okay just to cover whatever Sainz does.
Here comes
As there goes Gasly on Liam Lawson.
Liam Lawson hasn't
And he can't get ahead. This will be hurting Gasly as Hulkenberg and Leclerc close in.
The 2 Haas cars really, not the podium, even though Gasly was running in the top 3 in the early stages here for the first time since Sao Paulo. To the next DRS zone we go.
Can Gasly get him in? No. As Lawson hangs on.
Gasly tries to go around the
outside.
And that is the most exasperating question I've heard on the team radio.
Yeah, this is hurting. Yeah, Gasly, this is. As Hulkenberg and Leclerc will close in now. Yeah.
We'll get the hot seat.
I think they should promote Tsunoda because I think just favouritism from Red Bull, really. They should be promoting Tsunoda after the season he's had. Obviously, best finish is 7th. I think that was in Miami.
About Sergio Perez's future,
so yeah, they definitely should promote Tsunoda, I think, because Tsunoda, he could be Japan's first winner if you go on the Red Bull. Or Japan's first podium since Kobayashi is Japan's V12.
You know what a tyre whisperer George Russell could be on his day. So 2 cars then into the pits, Tsunoda and Doohan, and meanwhile the other Alpine and RB are on the track. And here goes Pierre Gasly on the inside of Yuki Tsunoda, and it's turn 9.
Lawson, goddamn it, Crofty.
And Tsunoda's got to watch out there.
It's goddamn Lawson. It's not the car 22, are they?
Sorry, into turn 6 they went.
So Claire's in the 29s going through the traffic again. McLaren and Ferrari with sight. Look at this one, a double DRS train there.
Yeah, double DRS as Leclerc gets ahead of Lawson.
He's got enough grip in the Ferrari to easily stay there.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, yes. And now he's going after Pierre Gasly. He's trying to go for it on the inside of the flash by Anders.
Liam Lawson, Charles Leclerc gets past Liam Lawson, and now Charles Leclerc is going to battle away with Pierre Gasly.
Yeah.
About 4 seconds. Lando Norris over Carlos Sainz. George Russell.
Let's see what.
Just under
Okay, they've decided pit Liam Lawson out of the
top 2.
Yeah, so Leclerc's effectively past Russell now. Obviously, Mercedes are hoping they'll have fresher tyres at the end through the offset.
That's the problem for Alpine and Ferrari. You know, they might pit Leclerc again.
Gasly. That puts him very much into a podium position.
They might need to, as it went, and it had to go again.
That was a good race for Lawson.
4-second stop. There's confirmation once again. McLaren,
so Lawson coming up behind Zhou Guanyu, who's obviously got a penalty for false start.
It is currently, but Charles Leclerc is heading after Pierre Gasly.
He is, and there goes Leclerc down the inside of Pierre Gasly.
That is a very important one indeed, and he makes that move stick. Now he's going to be up for threat.
Yeah, he will
knows all about this because he's been overtaking and then being overtaken on this backstretch before, but the Ferrari seems to get much better exit out of that chicane. And on this occasion,
Gasly can't get Leclerc this time. So Leclerc's on the P6 now. Wheels are on for Lawson.
We saw it start and stop.
That spot could have cost Lawson. I think that's why he had to stop, because the wheel wasn't on.
And I'm sure that will attract the attention of race control as well. They don't like a car being released with the wheels not being attached properly.
Yeah.
Here he is. Just a little bit around, but it still looks pretty quick.
He does.
Limit deletion, but he's starting to catch Norris now. They've got the pedal down, 3.6 seconds. Has Norris got any pace?
He's on my wheel to fly off.
So on board then with Liam Lawson.
Oh, I think it's the left front. It kind of looks weird on the left front.
The front wheels there. I think it was the front left that may or may not have been put on correctly. Looks okay. Is he coming
he's
into
coming
the
back.
pits? Yes, he is coming into the pits.
Wait, the car dropped.
Oh, the car dropped. You've meant as a driver to wait for the green light. It's down to you.
Yeah, and there was a green light. That's why he went. I've got to say, it looks okay to me, but they are going to do it again. Just having a look at that, and that is going to be a penalty for RB, because that is strictly against the rules. Sending out when there's we've got a Ferrari. It's going to be Sainz. This is going to be race critical. Back to you.
Yeah, so just under 4 seconds was the gap between Sainz and Norris.
Yeah, man, pitting Ferrari now. Sainz in.
For the undercut to work, but it's time now for the hard tyres to go on.
Good stop for Ferrari, 2.2 seconds.
His last race for Ferrari. He said he's not sad that he's leaving. He's excited about the prospect of joining Williams.
Yeah, he is.
For next
And
season.
looks on McLaren are going to pick Lando as a backup plan.
With Lando Norris, they've got, crucially, Martin, that 3 or 4 second cushion to get
they have.
Norris in
So
and back out again in the lead.
there's a reason why they're going to pick Lando, because they've got the 4 second cushion.
Approach the speed limit line, approach the box calmly. It doesn't matter if you give a tenth or two away.
That's what's happened near there also.
Make sure the front left's not ready.
Yeah, front left's not on.
Did that front left ever get tightened up at all?
That's amazing. It's still on. Isn't it?
Yeah. Amazing, it's still on, because it could have flew off at any moment.
Place.
Would have been one of RB's fastest stops of the year as well.
The gantry there, wasn't it, to go? It looked like the
This is where Wilson first felt the problem.
was the wheel. Yeah, you can see the wheels loose.
Yeah, wheels loose.
Chafing on bits and pieces it shouldn't be touching.
Meanwhile,
As McLaren pit Lando.
coming out into the pit lane, and this is the crucial one for the lead of this race. This is why the teams practice their pit stop
And Ross has been told to pit as well.
It's for moments like this, under pressure, can they get that car service to back out again in about 2.5 seconds? And guess what? Yes, they can.
What a stop for McLaren, under pressure.
From his McLaren crew there, and he should get out into the lead. Carlos Sainz is heading
he should go into the lead. 2 seconds.
Straight 2 seconds. The pit stop for Lando Norris. Absolutely brilliant teamwork there. And as he
McLaren's fastest stops of the year.
Track, he's ahead of Carlos Sainz as George Russell.
As Russell comes in.
Mercedes.
So Sainz though will have warm tyres. He's not that far behind Norris. He'll have warm tyres after a cracking out lap.
Yeah.
Sainz, as Norris has to get those tyres up to speed, he should just about have enough space there, Lando Norris, but he'll have a little.
Russell's behind Gasly.
Now, George Russell and Pierre Gasly. This is going to be close.
Now it's plan C.
Plan C.
C. That is a bit optimistic in my opinion.
Look at plan C, wait for a second car, then pit.
The margin was tight, and George Russell had been doing a sterling job, but he comes out behind Pierre Gasly.
Now he's got DRS though.
He's got new tyres, and he's got DRS, and he's got Pierre Gasly in his sights, and he is gaining, as you can see, harvesting, charging up the battery. Pierre Gasly stays in front. George Russell didn't make a move there.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the second DRS
He
zone.
can make a move now.
He can, but I think George was a bit nervous of getting everything fully up to temperature before he starts lunging into the braking zone.
Yeah, here he goes.
Definitely going to get Pierre Gasly into turn 9.
Yeah, he is. Russell's
To me,
done it.
that was very clever thinking.
Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
good thinking
Very
from
patient
Osama bin
there,
Russell.
So
To stay behind Gasly and get him on the second straight.
they've both been overtaken by
Colapinto's
Charles
been told to
Leclerc
retire.
United.
This race started off with a thank you message from Franco Colapinto to his Williams team. It's going to end with a retirement. He's been called into the pit lane to retire the car. Maybe damage from that incident with Oscar Piastri when that McLaren ran into the back and picked up a 10-second penalty.
Sainz is pushing like mad now.
Yes, Sainz is against Pando Forest.
2 seconds was the difference on that lap. So it was a great
See the
stop by
Colapinto's
McLaren.
career for now.
How about that?
I'm sorry, Franco. This is not how it was supposed to be. We've got a creation. It's been a pleasure this year.
Yeah.
Apologies from James Vales, his team principal.
Yeah, Colapinto did well when he first came in his first couple of races, but too many crashes towards the end of it.
Front here. Is Carlos Sainz pushing too hard on these tyres in the opening stages?
Long way to go. They're 6 laps younger than the Charles Leclerc's tyres. That's why Charles Leclerc's saying, I'm not sure about we can get these to the end. But former McLaren driver, Carlos
666
Sainz,
for points.
at the end of
And McLaren, if it stays like this.
Ferrari driver, Carlos Sainz, is charging at his former teammate to see if he can get Ferrari the Constructors' World Championship.
Yeah, as we go back to Hulkenberg, who's battling Gasly.
It makes no difference whatsoever to his team.
And he's gaining on Gasly, actually.
So he's going to do everything he can for his current employers. We're on board now with Nico Hulkenberg, who's gaining on Pierre Gasly. Let's just.
Verstappen still gets a pit, of course, and Hamilton.
Being released in an unsafe condition. Certainly not for those Haas drivers who stopped quite a bit earlier.
Yeah,
who hasn't stopped yet? Max Verstappen hasn't stopped yet. Lewis Hamilton in 4th hasn't stopped yet. They're the 2 that you haven't seen in the pit lane yet, Ted Kravitz.
Not yet, but I think Red Bull are going to bring Max Verstappen in quite quickly. They were waiting
looks
for
like
a
Red Bull going to do it
safety
in the
car
Vista.
to transform his race. But we'll see. Just a line on Oscar Piastri.
Also under investigation.
It's not
going to matter anyway, because he's down in 18th in that.
Really losing so much time. And Alonso racing for Aston Martin, doing absolutely nothing wrong, but it's ruining the chances of Piastri rejoining this race. Ex-McLaren driver Fernando Alonso, of course, not helping Piastri at all.
No, Alonso isn't.
So, Verstappen's going to have to serve the penalty. Is he not Frumpy still?
Yeah, he's still got his 10-second penalty,
Yeah.
Fernando
Unless they stayed at the end.
being stuck behind the car here in Abu
Hamilton
Dhabi.
radio.
We've got a plan here showing possible P3. So I reckon we could do this, but
Possible P3 for Hamilton.
Auto playing the ball drink roll there. Lewis, I've got a cunning plan.
10 seconds stop go for Lawson. Released. 10 seconds stop go. That's 32-second penalty.
But that will be a mandatory penalty for being released in an unsafe condition, which
Yeah.
is harsh on Liam Lawson.
will
But
be.
guess what? This is a team sport. That's why
Verstappen's
the
in.
Constructors' Championship. And
So
it's
Hamilton
on
will
the
stay
line
out.
tonight.
You've already had a slow lap, and you've already had to make it.
He goes serve the 10-second penalty.
Such a big penalty anyway.
This is the slowest pit stop Max Verstappen will have had this season because his team.
No, but 20 seconds was slower.
For 10 seconds. So on the stop block says go, and then it becomes a very speedy pit stop.
Yeah, it does.
13.5 seconds stationary time though for Max Verstappen. That is going to bring him out in this race, probably behind Lance Stroll.
Yeah,
now in the
probably.
top 10.
I expected a few people there throwing rotten papayas at him, to be honest.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they won't be happy with the first corner incident. Despite Max Verstappen getting that penalty, Oscar Piastri continues.
Yeah, he comes up just ahead of Alex Albon.
To the back of the field as a second pit stop now for Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah.
2.6 seconds. Good work from the Haas crew. He's down in 16th currently. Verstappen.
Yeah, he's already got away.
Track in 11th place.
Radio.
can we have 20 seconds? Idiots.
The IQ man. Trying to get involved in the championship fight, aren't you?
That's just not fair. They're applying the regulations. And, you know, don't run into other people, then you might get penalties.
I understand
Yeah,
the
that's true.
emotions. I understand that he's annoyed, but he's a four-time world champion. It's not going to make any difference to his finishing position in the championship. And he was the one that steamed down the inside and made contact with another car. Come on, Max. You're bigger than that.
Yeah, you're better than that, Max.
I understand why when he got there.
I understand where you're going wide. Yeah, the flag sector 2.
Flag down there somewhere. The great
slow-moving Sauber.
Slow moving Sauber. It's Bottas.
You say if you don't go for a gap,
One shot.
you're no longer a racing driver.
Valtteri Bottas, look at his front line.
Yeah.
It's coming off the rim.
I'll be a safety car.
Bottas just been into the pits again. No, he hasn't. So what has Valtteri Bottas made contact with here that is causing this?
The front wing missing as well. So whatever it is a reasonably firm. We're going to assume it's another car. So now we've got slippery stuff.
Oh, it's Kevin Magnussen
it's
who's
Kevin.
just come out of the pits. Magnussen gets past Bottas locks up.
Oh!
And there was a car locking up there, heading straight to the scene.
That's what happened. Bottas was locked up and right into him. Yeah, broke the suspension as well.
Drivers out of Grand Prix racing for now tonight. unfortunately. And that was a big old hit.
Oh, there's no destroy.
It's not. I'm afraid.
It's not.
That's unfortunate for Kevin Magnussen.
That's
And
down
unfortunate
Magnussen's
for Valtteri
frustrations.
Bottas as well with that big lockup. A lot of debris on the track down there.
This
Now,
could be
does
a
that need
VSC
sweeping, I wonder?
or a full safety car.
Bottas is out of the race with broken
He's out.
broken
Magnussen's
steering.
had to pit again.
And Ted's down in the pit lane.
Yeah, all the mechanics coming out of possible safety car. Lewis is saying on the radio, pretty much telling race control there's a lot of debris on track. Obviously, a safety car now would transform Hamilton's race. I don't know whether that was part of the cunning plan, the Baldrick cunning plan of Peter Boddington, Crofty, but it certainly would. Bottas in for a new wheel, but I think that hub is completely destroyed.
Yeah, it is. I think that's the end of Bottas' career for now.
Valtteri Bottas' race, and potentially his Formula One career.
Yeah.
That hub has had it.
It's over.
We expect
Bottas.
Bottas to be announced.
Valtteri, it's been a pleasure, mate. It's over.
But if that was all part of
10 wins, 20 pole positions. Thank you, Valtteri.
Fox is professor of cunning.
This may be his last F1 race, but if he ever does come back, we hope it's a good comeback.
It was possible, wasn't it, after the clouds.
The stewards are going to have a look at that one. The gap is under 2 seconds out in front. Still
Ferrari can be getting 3 points on McLaren at the minute.
On the Constructors' Championship trophy. Ferrari are outscoring them. That 21-point advantage they took into this race is serving them well currently.
Yeah, it is.
And we're just beyond half race distance now, Martin. Still, though, 25 laps or so to go.
Yeah, so an incident like
We
that.
have VSC now about
throwing up
transform
Hamilton,
Hamilton.
depending on
Hamilton's
where
what we
you
have
are
got.
on the track.
Or full set to better for Lewis, though, because then you can get much fresher tyres.
And there's a safety car, or a virtual safety car. It depends how
Uncertain
long the
penalty.
safety car lasts for. That is what could hurt them now.
Unserved penalty, Oscar Piastri.
He's doing it now.
He has pitted, but didn't serve his penalty. He's up into 9th. They wanted to serve that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're doing it.
No, he got the penalty after he pitted.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. The 7 now, it looks like. And new tyres.
And then on the way out, then hit the Williams. It was 10 seconds behind.
Can't touch the car. Don't get any closer. Can't touch the car for 10 seconds. Now they get the hard tyres on.
Yeah, new set.
Into the race comes Oscar Piastri. I'm sure at this stage they'd love to have put the medium tyres on, but they can't. You've got to run 2 different compounds
Yeah, they have to.
in the dry in a Grand Prix. Come out will Oscar Piastri.
I may already use the medium tyre this race.
Behind his fellow compatriot Jack Dillon and Lance Stroll.
Yeah, it was mostly a 2-stop race last year. But the cars are better this year. They're bouncing less.
Yeah.
I think they've opened up through the white lines as well. So the corners are like this corner here now are a little bit wider. So they're taking less out of the tyres this year.
Yeah.
That's why we
That's
see
right,
one
As Magnussen set a fastest for that, that'll be some way to power to Formula 1.
at the moment.
He goes to the World
So
Endurance
remember,
Championship.
who was Piastri fighting just before his lengthy serving the penalty? Crofty? It was Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin, was it not? And guess what Aston Martin have just done? While Oscar was serving his penalty, they pitted Lance Stroll. And now Oscar is going to come up behind Lance Stroll. Stroll is going to do everything to keep delay Piastri as much as possible to benefit.
And that's quite smart.
Fernando Alonso.
That's quite smart, mastermind, to benefit Alonso. Let's watch Leclerc at the
This
start.
replay is Charles Leclerc at the start of this race. Get past Yuki Tsunoda, who was rather
I think it's past
stuck
Dillon.
on the grid. And then he sees a lot of action.
All the drama happens.
He needs to try and avoid. The gap opens up beautifully there.
Yeah. Well, we're telling gap over enough.
Later on in the race is where Leclerc really started to make his move. He's stuck right in the middle of the peloton there, Martin.
I just made perfect decisions.
Yeah, he just sent him round the outside of all those cars into turn 6. Brilliant from Leclerc.
You as a skittle out there, if you're not
So this
careful.
is comeback until now.
Just made his way so quickly from 19th to currently 4th place. 3rd ahead of him, Lewis Hamilton has yet to pit.
Right, here goes Charles Leclerc again. Some of these overtakes running 4th in this race after starting at 19th. In a race where we've lost Sergio Perez on the opening lap, Franco Colapinto with a power unit issue, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's what Colapinto had a power unit
Valtteri
problem.
Bottas, after that collision. If he
as Hamilton does come in. So it looks like the safety car's over, but the Hamilton.
On the horizon. So Mercedes have finally allowed Lewis Hamilton to get off those hard tyres and onto the mediums. Watch for a charging Lewis Hamilton. Another decent pit stop there as well in the closing stages of this race. He's going to be on faster tyres than the cars around him.
He will.
One of these cars recently, I couldn't even get my head down far enough to look at the steering wheel, let alone change it with the hands device around your neck and all the gubbins. But how many cameras?
Yeah, just said of Alonso.
Out in front of Fernando Alonso.
Which is crucial, given how Oscar Piastri has been tucked up behind Fernando Alonso for quite a long stage of this race. And to you.
Alonso could get him here. He's half a second behind him.
Can't hear us.
As there goes Fernando Alonso.
Also, Verstappen behind him as well, of course. Verstappen still.
Hamilton defends.
Alonso trying to make a move on Hamilton there, and Lewis quickly closed the door. Look at this: Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen.
Missed the podium in between 23 Australian Wars.
2 and 4 World Championships, one after the other.
Yeah.
What a scrap this could be for a couple of laps.
Yeah, it could well be, but Hamilton's already gone away.
Anthony, can you hear me now? Can we go
I
to
can
you?
hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah, so just before that,
Let's see what Hamilton can do then.
Bono came on the radio to say strap mode 5 and it's hammer time.
Yeah, it's hammer time.
Exactly that.
For the last time.
Thank goodness for that. Have we played that out? So, in other words, some more power and let's just go for it.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso, they're going to be heading towards turn 1, but Verstappen in hot pursuit there.
Verstappen in hot pursuit of Fernando Alonso.
Hamilton on the medium tyre. Bit of a gap to make up on Nico Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
He's got the
There's
fresh
possible
tyres
P3 on
to
here for Hamilton.
Yeah, Gasly and his teammate George Russell.
I think what he needs to do is at least get a
And then
second lap on
Charles
Charles Leclerc, who's
could
third.
be going off a little bit by the end of this race. And that's how the Constructors' Championship is looking.
Yeah, as it stands.
Ferrari 33 points in this race. McLaren 25 points in this race. 13 points they'll win the Constructors' Championship by if it stays the way it is. Ferrari 2 and 3. But McLaren are leading, and that lead
There's no Red Bull getting over
crucial.
600 points this year. Obviously, most of the points up for Max had anyway. But Verstappen takes 8 from Alonso.
Norris just been edging that lead out, and it started at 2 as they came out of the pit stops. Is now 2.7 on the screen I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely critical.
So Max is back up to 8.
I think Carlos Sainz pushed harder than he would normally have liked after the pit stop to put Norris under pressure.
Yeah.
Fernando, I think, has kept his cool, and he's done exactly what his pit bull would have been asking him to do to bring the tyres in properly so he doesn't pay any penalties later on in this race.
It just took half a second out of Sainz as well on the previous lap.
Yes.
Now to 3.2. What I'm looking at, 3.1 up on you.
It's only 6 p.m. in Abu Dhabi.
Tyres on for a few laps earlier in the race.
So, at 37, Norris still leads from Sainz, Ben Leclerc, but now we got a charge on Lewis Hamilton 7th. And he's final race Mercedes on the medium tyres. If we check, I want to check the lead. I want to see how much Hamilton's behind Leclerc. Let me have a look from 7 seconds and 10 at 17.
The gap has opened up to 3 seconds between Norris
23
and
seconds or so.
As we look at Lewis Hamilton, currently in 7th place.
Or 24 seconds to go between Hamilton and Leclerc at this minute.
Nico Hulkenberg on the previous lap. Bono has dangled the golden carrots of a potential podium, a potential 154th podium for Mercedes in his final race with
That'll be
the
somewhere to
team.
say goodbye.
And what a podium that would be. Starting
16.3
where
the
he
gap
has
is
finished
actually
on the
20
podium
seconds.
4 times in his career before.
Yeah, that would be a tall order for Lewis to get to the podium from there. It really will.
Yeah, it will be a tall order for Hamilton, but he's up for it.
Limits, but he's got 5 seconds to Hulkenberg, and another 2 to Gasly, and then thick end of 10 to his teammate Russell.
Yeah.
And then another 3.5 to Leclerc. So a podium's somewhat ambitious, but he might. Certainly 5th looks very much on for Lewis Hamilton.
You've got to look at the cars ahead of him. Hulkenberg's been on those tyres for 23 laps. Gasly for 22 laps. Russell for 11 laps. Leclerc for 17 laps. Sainz for 12 laps. Norris for 11 laps. They have been on those hard tyres for a lot longer than Lewis has had the mediums. And stick with this. It could yet be a podium night for Lewis Hamilton. 10 down to you.
just on Pierre Gasly, he's doing everything that Alpine need.
So Aston Martin pitted Alonso actually.
So that is probably just to cover
stop.
what Piastri is
That's
doing.
what Aston are going with.
Stroll's doing a great job of keeping Piastri behind. So Alonso pitting for the final time. But Alonso pitting for the
Alonso's
first time,
last pit stop should
around
be a
the same
race
time as
before.
Gasly. So if Gasly
It's difficult,
is to do
for
one
Aston
stop
Martin
from
has.
here on, or
They done all they
one
could.
stop, he'll be doing very well.
In spite of the fact they had a great start to the season.
Towards the end. But Gasly doing what Alpine need for him for P6 there, constructors.
Thanks, Ted. Fastest lap of the race currently is Kevin Magnussen with a 1:27.2.
Yeah.
Hamilton, though, is pushing it hard on these medium tyres.
Yeah, Hamilton's pushing.
27.7 for his last lap. He's taking another second and a half out of Nico Hülkenberg's advantage as we watch the battle between Lance Stroll and Oscar Piastri, who has got DRS. So, can Lance Stroll keep Oscar Piastri at bay into this chicane?
Nah, Piastri's gone for it.
Down the inside is Oscar Piastri.
Good move by Piastri up in the 14th.
Saw that one.
Point is still theoretically possible for Oscar Piastri today.
A 2-fight back here. Pointless since the Hungarian Grand Prix in July.
Yeah.
And would dearly
They may remain pointless since then.
here to round off a disappointing season for him and his team at Silverstone. Can't get past Oscar Piastri.
Can't get past.
Piastri will sail away from this fight.
Yeah, Piastri checked out really on under traction out of the chicane to the second straight, and on his merry way towards Jack Doohan, fellow countryman. He was in 13th at the moment.
So we watch Lewis Hamilton in his Mercedes.
Hamilton 7th.
246 and final start. The most starts with a single team in Formula One by any driver. 12 seasons with Mercedes.
12 seasons with the team.
Hasn't had the best of it in recent races.
No, he hasn't.
We have seen glimpses, haven't we, of Lewis Hamilton of old, at least in Las Vegas when he started 10th and finished second that night. When Max Verstappen said if he's got a sniff of a podium or a win, the Lewis Hamilton of old comes alive.
Yeah. That is true that the old Hamilton comes alive.
With the Pollard, the Aaron Pollard in the track.
Wasn't for that, Hamilton would have rolled in this race.
Otherwise,
Do you think he would pass sides on new tyres if he stayed out? I think so, yes.
Is that just covering ourselves here?
in other words, will we pit if there's a safety car? Because Ferrari will do the opposite. Whatever McLaren do, Ferrari will do the opposite, stay out, get track position.
Yeah,
and
they
then
would.
go back to 2021.
We could be, but we don't want to go back to that.
If we pull you in and give you a fresh set of tyres, can you get the job done?
So let's go to the pit wall. Zach Brown, the CEO from McLaren, might be able to give us an update here on just how Lando's tyres are feeling at the moment, because you heard all the team radios, Zach.
Yeah,
So Joe he's pitted in 10th. So that'll be his last stop in Formula One. Looking on board with Lando at the minute. Hamilton's got quickest in the first sector.
Sure it is. Are you thinking that you may need to?
As here he comes to Hülkenberg. Yeah, he's going to go for it.
Hamilton gets past Nico Hülkenberg. We're just going to cover an eventuality if there is a safety car.
Yeah, I think we're happy with how the race is playing out right now.
Yeah, there's no way
Hülkenberg's happy with his tires, so we'll kind of see how things unfold here.
That's some good news for you, Zach. It's 18 laps to go now.
Yeah, 18 laps.
I think you meant when they first put the tyres on, but he certainly seems to have the measure, increasingly so, the measure of Carlos now in second place.
Yeah, no one says
he's looking good. Thanks for just taking 10 laps out of my brain. I needed that. I wish you'd tell me it was 8 next lap.
Every conversation with
Martin by
the second, though, Zach. Well done. We'll speak to you, I think, at the end of this race. When it comes, 58 laps to complete here in Abu Dhabi tonight. Lance Stroll ahead of Jack Doohan in the Alpine. The Alpine has got some DRS.
There goes Doohan.
Very last moment, just going to drift to the right-hand side. He's going to try and go around
Jack
the outside.
Doohan, giving it a go on Lance Stroll. Go on, Jack.
Yeah, Jack in his first ever Grand Prix. And it's a baptism of fire for youngsters now, isn't it? Get into these cars, get past, and be real estate behind you. They just relentlessly accelerate.
Yeah.
So watch the moment that Lance Stroll got past Jack Doohan.
Yeah. That's Stroll to 13th.
It's Kevin Magnussen has been into the pits again. He's put the soft tyres on.
Yeah.
got, and they'd probably try and keep his fastest lap, which was
Possibly, yeah.
McLaren, frankly, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
With if that point's not out there, it came out.
Yeah.
Singapore, we've seen that happen before. With
A couple of occasions.
Yeah, we have.
Not finished in the top 10 to pick up the point, but crucially, it's trying to stop Alpine maybe with Pierre Gasly getting a point.
Because RB did that for Daniel Ricciardo as well, or what turned out to be his.
Yeah, so they did.
Yeah.
This is the last few laps of his time with Mercedes.
Yeah, it's Hamilton.
He heads off to Maranello for next season, and he has been gaining 2.5 a lap on Pierre Gasly. But I don't think we'll fight this too much because Gasly doesn't want to do anything to take performance out of those tyres. His fight is with the man behind him, Nico Hulkenberg.
Gasly's fights with Hulkenberg.
Keeping Haas at bay in that Constructors' Championship.
They're going to pit Hulkenberg again because they've got a little gap to do it.
It's vital tonight for Alpine.
They could be behind Albon for that.
6 or 7, another $10-15 million for the team at Edstone.
Yeah.
Gasly certainly can't afford to trip over Hamilton. So, but he's learned to place his car extremely well. But I'm not sure he can do anything with placement to overcome that. He will now get DRS down the next straight, but Lewis will absolutely leave this chicane like a scalding cat on his tyres.
Yeah, he will.
Top 5 now for
Top 5.
Lewis Hamilton, and he's got a long gap to his teammate George Russell. So George Russell's lapping in the 128s at the moment, and so is Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
Let's see how that pans out. There's still a long way to go for Lewis Hamilton to get anywhere near the top 3.
Yeah, it is.
But clear track now ahead of him, and the pace in his tyres, which are
Team radio.
14 seconds. 14 seconds. You can do that.
But it's the 8 lap difference.
Yeah, we've seen before Hamilton can do that.
On his tyres,
As is Lando Norris.
on his tyres,
Looking good to win the final race of 2024.
Enough laps left for him to cruise up behind his teammate on those tyres, who's currently running in 4th, George Russell. But exasperation there from Lewis, wasn't it? But the kind of pace he's got at the moment, with 16 to go, including this one, he's got time.
Yeah.
You can see there, Fred Vasseur, the team principal at Ferrari, Zach Brown, the CEO at McLaren. They posed by the Constructors' Championship trophy with Stefano Domenicali, the CEO of Formula One. Before this race started, only one of those gentlemen will get to
they will.
that Constructors'
As they go to
trophy
Verstappen
at
and
the end of
Hulkenberg.
this race. And Zach Brown very much in the box seat as Max Verstappen makes a move up into 8th place, 7th place, I should say, to get past Nico Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of overtaking in this race, as we saw, as we've seen actually in more recent years here. This was a track, of course, it cost Fernando Alonso World Championship.
Yeah, it did. Back in 2010.
Overtake Vitaly Petrov when even with DRS back in the day.
So no DRS back then before 2011.
Enlivened that. I think these cars have too. 2022 spec cars that we're still running with.
Yeah, until next year, then they're gone.
At the end of the season, I mean, it was designed. It was.
Like this within the constructors or not? Like this, yes, but it's not finished. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Not much you can do other than keep pushing at the moment. I'm not sure what Ferrari can do to try and destabilise Lando Norris, who has looked as solid could be. Ted Kravis.
Alpine had a treacherous season before Brazil. They were 6th in the 9th in the championship, I should say. And they're like, we won't get anyway until Brazil. And now they're like really good to finish in 6th.
Slower on much older tyres, well, about 5 or 6 laps. Older tyres than Carlos Sainz in front of them. They're thinking of things they can do, but I know what the Ferrari engineer is saying it's not finished. You never know what's going to happen with Lando ahead. So he does have to keep pushing, but his tyres are going off. Just
Hamilton
really
fastest sector 1 again.
To Hamilton, we didn't hear the rest of Hamilton's response. What's the gap? 14 seconds. When Hamilton said 14 seconds, I think the rest of it was, I thought you said you had a coming plan, Bonner. What's all this 14 seconds you're telling me about?
United is yet young in that respect.
12 seconds now, though.
Yeah, 13.2 it's showing here. What's it showing up on the screen? 12.4.
12.4.
Yeah, different. They're mini sectors. I think on the screen more accurate, actually. They're mini sectors, aren't they?
Yeah, 13.2 seconds at the end of lap 44 for car number 44.
Yeah.
And Fernando Alonso trying to make his move past Yuki Tsunoda.
And he isn't doing it at the minute.
The final starting grid, as published by the FIA today, was documents number 44 for Lewis's final race with Mercedes.
Yeah.
I don't think that was intentional. It was maybe a coincidence.
Probably, yeah.
It just amused me.
Yeah, the stuff's been taking genuine turn down like Gasly's damps away.
This is going to be exciting because there's no doubt about it. Hamilton will be very close to Russell in the closing stages of this Grand Prix. And what can you tell us?
Yeah, Hamilton 1.2 seconds faster than that last lap around his teammate that he's catching hand over fist, and they will continue to be like that.
Leclerc, 24 laps, is struggling with the grading, so the next few laps could be crucial.
It could be.
That's exactly what I was talking about. With the tyres going off more and more, it's not going to get better. They're getting closer and closer. All of them that haven't pitted when Hamilton did, dropping off of that clear grip.
That's what's going to happen.
Max Verstappen. Yeah,
There goes Max Verstappen and Gasly not fighting this one.
But not for much longer. Verstappen swoops past him and up into 6th place as he climbs back up the field once again.
And once again, Norris has a 5-second cushion
Yeah.
over Sainz now, but where they can afford a lap to react.
I think
If Norris has been looking after his tyres out front.
I think Carlos did push too hard.
Yeah, I think Sainz did.
In those opening stages, that is not going to help him. Charles Leclerc is struggling.
There goes Alonso and Tsunoda, and Piastri behind him.
Yuki Tsunoda and up into the points, targeting a points finish for the second successive weekend in his Aston Martin. Here comes Oscar Piastri behind Yuki Tsunoda to get him to the fringes. At the
Whoa!
top 10, and he goes
Piastri nearly loses it.
very wide.
That was close.
And has a big snap as he enters the hotel complex part of this track. And wow, that was pretty close.
Yeah, it was.
Turn 11, 170 miles an hour down towards turn 12. That certainly grabbed Oscar Piastri's attention. Getting very tucked up behind the RB and just lost the area, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I wonder if it's worth McLaren. He did.
Yeah. Well, helped by Piastri.
Instinctive. You don't think about you're going to
So, yeah, for the second time this season, don't forget, Lando Norris did not bottle the stuff.
Ferrari now hitting Sainz
I think Chris just mentioned that at the start, nice, he didn't bottle the start.
Okay, let's get back into the rhythm. I don't know what you call the rhythm, but this is the rhythm.
I think it's jazz freestyle.
Might have striking distance for Hamilton and Russell.
It's all I've got. You've got to wonder, Sainz got a pit stop behind him to Leclerc. They're 4.4 clear of Russell. So you've got to wonder if the only way to try to stabilise McLaren now is for Ferrari to do something different.
Yeah. That's what Ferrari have to do.
He's got such a cushion out front, Norris, that he can afford a lap, always a lap more.
Yeah.
Safety cars, but a lap more than his rivals to make a decision.
I think the trouble is, if they pitted Carlos Sainz now, there's a danger he comes out behind George Russell. Fresher tyres.
That is true.
There might be a danger.
Piastri.
Good. Pace is there, no risk of an accident.
Yeah, because the last thing
is still on here.
Might be a couple of points in this for Piastri.
the last thing they need is a safety car at McLaren.
Yeah, the last thing
That's why they
McLaren
turn
need.
Piastri, just keep it calm. You know, make the overtake please, but they don't need a safety car at all. And
No, they
that
don't.
gap between George Russell and Lewis Hamilton is now down under 10 seconds. Striking distance now at about 8 laps.
Sainz is 26 seconds clear of Russell. They
Yeah.
can afford to pit him and then try to come back, but will McLaren. But I don't know. I'm just saying, Ferrari got to do something now.
Yeah, Ferrari have to
Here
do
comes
something.
Oscar Piastri. Yuki Tsunoda once again.
Yeah, Tsunoda find it this
looking
time.
vulnerable. Oscar Piastri is in 11th place.
As there goes Piastri into 11th.
For causing a collision.
He's done all he could here ever since that Albon crash, but here comes Tsunoda again.
The back of the grid when Max Verstappen made contact with him at the start of this race. And Yuki
Tsunoda gets back ahead.
manages to use DRS to get past Oscar Piastri. Oh dear.
So the top Piastri, they think P9 is on. That means they'll catch up 10 seconds to Alex Albon, if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen though.
So the leader, Lando Norris, 1:28.2 for his last lap. Carlos Sainz was 2/10 slower.
Yeah.
Charles Leclerc matched Lando.
There's always pit and put the soft tire on, then you have to change like 2 seconds of lap if he's going to get that good at Sainz. That could be possible on brand spanking new set of softs, but McLaren don't want to make them risky. There is Lando actually, speaking of him. Behind Lance Stroll, 10 laps to go.
Where he might just be lapping his teammates
Yeah.
in the next few laps.
As Piastri's tucked up behind Tsunoda, Piastri was in the first corner, of course, after the contact and a 10-second stop-go penalty.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 10-second penalty, I should say, as well. And all of the trials and tribulations of trying to come back through the field means he's the thick end of the lap behind his teammate, as you say.
Right, let's also mention Alex Albon as well, who is doing his own version of the soft tyre whispering today. Here comes Oscar Piastri again, but I think he'll make the move into the turn 9 rather than the chicane.
See what
Alex
Piastri
Albon
can do.
up into 9th place. He is
Albon up
lapping
into
a
9th.
little bit slower than Fernando Alonso, but faster than Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah.
Alex Albon is going to be having the battle with Oscar Piastri here for a points
Yeah.
place. As
Here
here
he
comes
goes.
Piastri.
Piastri again.
He's trying to get past that RB right now.
You do around
He's
the
gonna go
outside.
around the outside.
Go do a
If he's
Pierre
gonna
Gasly.
do it, gets much better grip on
Great
the
move by
exit.
Piastri, that.
Was
Brilliant.
well judged by Oscar Piastri. Knows
Also
he's
trying to
got
fight back.
inside
No,
line
Tsunoda's
next
not.
corner.
Well, fight back.
Piastri up into 11th.
No risk of an incident or damage. But,
Yeah, McLaren loved that. They didn't only send
good
that.
driving for both of them.
They broke it.
Piastri sweeps around the outside.
Speaker, where's Premier League going to?
Pals in Papaya
That's
that have been
it.
invited to
I'm gonna
come
do
and
this
launch
real quick.
the McLaren.
It's one of the lead Arsenal. What?
McLaren Technology Centre this evening.
Okay.
There is their man.
They beat him.
There is your race leader.
They beat
Lando
McLaren
Norris,
Cottage last season. Can Fulham do it
5.5
again?
seconds clear of Carlos Sainz.
I did a bit of that.
Getting the win at the moment that would give
Put us down
McLaren
7
the Constructors' Championship.
Back to Formula 1, however. Anyone who wants football content, go to Gentleman Plus. There's also dance content on there coming soon.
Hamilton started 16th.
Obviously, World Dance Championship coming next week.
Because the tyres are only going to start dropping.
Dirty Air's terrible. Norris is struggling a lot with Dirty Air.
Norris is getting dirty air because he is lapping a lot of cars.
Yeah, he's got past Stroll, he's got Tsunoda ahead of him. Then friendly help there with Piastri next up the road.
There's Magnussen.
And McLaren could well want to use Piastri's got to get after Alonso. It's a long way to Alonso.
Yeah.
5.5 seconds for him. But it's quite handy for McLaren to have Piastri sitting there actually.
Yeah.
On board with Lewis Hamilton, who's
Hamilton's going for it.
of 150 lucky Mercedes Team LH fans here this evening around the competition at Mercedes. They lit up Times Square with Lewis Hamilton's face on the billboards there. If he could do
That's
it
good
tonight,
for
if he could get onto the podium tonight, it would just light up what has been a terrific season with a fabulous finale as well. George Russell locking up there. He's not going to help.
It's like if Hamilton a few more attempts to him.
Which is now down to a 6.5 second gap.
Yeah.
Hamilton gains 1.5 seconds a lap. He can still get ahead of Charles Leclerc here. Even though it looks nearly impossible.
To get back through Kevin Magnussen, and then he'll be after George.
Yeah.
There's the tyre strategy, medium at the start for George Russell. Hamilton went on to the hards. That was to go.
Yeah, if it was a safety car,
and
Hamilton
he
could have been on the
went
podium
much
by now.
longer, so he could be also
Maybe
on
even
the
second.
faster tyres at the end. And whilst Lewis didn't think it was a particularly brilliant first stint,
Yeah.
he certainly did enough to keep himself in the hunt here. Sky Race Control next. Anthony Davis.
You have 6 seconds
To
now.
Bono and Lewis, well, I can. That partnership, and he's guiding him through all the time, saying, try turn 15 full throttle,
Yeah.
because this corner where you can save the
Here
time.
goes Joe Guan Yu. He's final F1 race for now on Jack Dewar. Now, you ain't going for it.
Yeah.
Jack Dewar.
But he backs out here to try and get in on the exit.
Yeah,
turn
he's
7.
doing,
this trick, haven't they, now?
what Russell did on
George
Gasly.
Russell's demonstration. And then Bono's been back on the radio to Lewis. This part of the track we've just gone around turn 6 and 7, saying try and ease up round turn 6, maximise the exit of turn 7.
Here he goes.
Just what you need.
And Joe can't get ahead of Dewar.
By your side.
So the debutant must be outgoing. Yeah. Obviously, Dewin's the debutant. And he's going to be full, he's giving his full rookie year next year versus Joe Guan Yu, who's in this race for now.
Joe who scored points, of course, in the last race in Qatar, his first
All
points of
for
the
Ferrari,
season.
making a pit stop, it looks like. No one's getting driven at the day wings, but I think that should go for someone like Hamilton.
There is a pointless trip into the pit lane for the Ferrari.
Yeah, they aren't
Yeah,
pitting
they've got to set
signs.
soft tyres out, is what I was talking about. They've got a pit stop behind them to Leclerc.
Yeah.
Hamilton's got a dozen seconds.
There's a crash at the end, obviously. Do I did in
Second.
Australia 23 bring out a red flag and just
If he's going to
have a
have a
standing
look at the
start.
podium, but he's got to get George Russell.
Unless you
If
want
he
51
if
cents,
he
yeah.
cruises up behind him. So, but that's a tall order for Lewis Hamilton from there. But
Yeah.
will Ferrari try to destabilise McLaren now?
There's like a stroll on
Stroll making the move on Yuki Tsunoda.
Tsunoda.
Yeah, just quickly, Sainz be on the radio saying that.
As there goes Alonso on Albon, Alonso to 9th.
Flown into the cockpit. So I think that's why we saw the Ferrari mechanics quickly out in the garage and the pits.
Yuki Tsunoda, as he has done.
That's Tsunoda getting back in the stroll.
Gets overtaken and then re-overtakes.
Yeah.
And keeps that 12th place.
I can't speak. Tsunoda's been good at that, he has. As they go show Grand Year again on Jack Dillon.
To the end of the race, I would say.
Can he get in this time? Oval. No. Yeah, he does actually.
I don't think
Dillon doesn't fight that.
anybody else in this Grand Prix.
Well, Puncher could be the sign.
He's not coming into the pits. He dropped a 10th of a second to his teammate in the middle sector, Carlos Sainz. He dropped 0.6 of a second to Lando Norris in the final sector. Lando Norris not being his teammate, Charles Leclerc being his teammate, but Leclerc hasn't gone through the final sector as yet. Is that a problem then for Carlos Sainz?
Could probably be a problem.
Just back to the Mercedes battle. You think George Russell will let Lewis Hamilton pass?
I think he should do.
To do that? I asked that question. Didn't George Russell and Lewis Hamilton go into this race level on point score as Mercedes teammates?
Yeah, they did.
George has another deleted the track limits.
Hamilton's going just under a second each lap.
6-7 tenths per lap. That's going to be very close at the end, isn't it? I don't think George would be wanting to yield that.
No, I don't think he would.
And, you know, George is their man for next year. He's their lead driver. Why would you want to make him unhappy, shall we say, to use a different terminology to what they might use?
Yeah, but obviously then it would boost Hamilton's points in match when he's asked to race with the team, which is something he should deserve.
According to those that are crunching the numbers, Alex Albon is under pressure from Oscar Piastri, who'd like to get a number in terms of points from this race.
Hamilton again criticised in the first sector.
Driver who's done the whole season.
5 laps to go in the season.
Single lap.
Anton McLaren get their first Constructors title since 1998, 26 years ago, where they had Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard as their drivers. Now it's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. But then it's the flying fin of Hakkinen and Coulthard. But now it's bottler Pando Porras, as many people call him, and the Aussie Oscar Piastri.
Charles Leclerc currently gets the driver of the day vote.
Well, Leclerc's actually winning that, actually.
Who has gained 16 places.
Yes, I said Leclerc Hamilton should win driver of the day. Or Lando, because obviously, Leclerc Hamilton or Lando, in my opinion.
They've got 14 places in that race. Ted, to you.
Yeah,
You have some 3.5 between Hamilton and Russell.
About 5 minutes ago.
Most you had time.
Only kidding. I'm completely impartial. But what's going on with Carlos Sainz and this thing that stuck? The Ferrari engineers have looked at all telemetry. They assured him it's okay. Carlos is still saying it might be something stuck.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what it is, but according to the Ferrari telemetry, don't worry, everything's okay.
He is lapping significantly slower than Lando Norris.
Yeah.
But still faster than his teammate Charles Leclerc by 0.3 seconds.
Another fastest sector one from Hamilton.
The gap back to Leclerc is quite a lengthy one. It has to be said. As we watch your race leader, Lando Norris, getting past Alex Albon. Oscar Piastri has moved up into the points and has got past Albon to 10th place, and now Albon has been lapped by Lando Norris. So the two McLarens are starting on the front row alongside each other, are pretty close to each other on the track. There you can see it. But in a moment, Oscar Piastri is going to be one lap down to his teammates.
And he'll start getting, when you get within 3 seconds of the car in front, warnings start coming up. When you get within a second and a half, the driver in front gets blue flags. It goes past 3 marshals posts with blue flags.
Carlos is 7.5 seconds from Lando.
Leclerc knows.
Ferrari have given it a really good go
Yeah.
this evening.
Gotta give fair play to the Scuderia.
Third, but it isn't enough to take that Constructors' Championship.
Unless you have something dramatic
Bringing
happens.
that up because people join the race all the time. We don't believe in the commentator's curse. Never have done, never will do. That is
You
how-
don't. You don't.
To that share number one
Yeah.
from 1998 again. 2.3 seconds. The Lewis Hamilton gap to George Russell. I think he believes
Yeah, 2
that he can
seconds.
get his teammate here tonight. And he might finish just off the podium, but a top 4 would be
Yeah, a good way to take a bike from 17th on the grid.
his final race for Mercedes.
Yeah.
3 laps to go in this race.
And the
So
season.
it's just unfortunate there. So whatever he was concerned about with his tyre pressures or what have you in the debris hasn't slowed him down.
Yeah,
so
hasn't
he's
slowed science down.
He's still 7.6 away. So yeah, and you can't cruise home because that's when
Yeah.
things start cooling down and you make mistakes. You just got to get to the limit. So
Yeah, Hamilton 6 tenths from DRS on Russell.
And there, the 2 Mercedes start their final 3 laps
Yeah.
of this race. And the gap now down to 1.6 seconds. And you get the feeling at this pace, whether George Russell wants to stay ahead or not, whether team orders get employed or not, he's not going to have the pace to keep
Hamilton
Lewis Hamilton
has got
at bay.
pace, but Russell may not have it.
If he gets on, if he gets into DRS.
Well, the one tennis player, Yannick Sinner, as they say it, is waving the checkers flag.
Yannick Sinner, the world #1
Oh, Sinner.
tennis player,
From Sinner.
getting ready to wave the checkered
Sinner.
flag to Lando Norris and to McLaren, who have
Yeah.
served up a brilliant fight against Red Bull in the championships this year.
Yeah, and Ferrari, don't forget.
For the drivers went to Max Verstappen. The Constructors' Championship is heading down to Woking
Yeah.
with now 2 laps to go in this race. Lap 57 of 58 as Lando Norris crosses the line
2
once
laps
again.
left.
That is George Russell in the Mercedes. His teammate Lewis Hamilton
Yeah.
now looming large in his wing mirrors. And it's through these final corners where Lewis will be really gaining because that's where you need good traction.
Yeah.
George Russell's
Hamilton's
those
got
tires
that.
on for 8 laps
Team radio.
more.
Job stating the obvious, keep it super clean with Lewis.
George Russell, the man who once chased after Lewis Hamilton
Yeah.
to get his autograph as a young kid. Well, he's
He's
finally
now
got
fighting
that
him.
autograph and he's got it framed. He's been showing it off this week, and he's got Lewis Hamilton chasing after him.
So that wasn't let him through. That was a keep it clean for the inevitable. It's either going to be towards the end of this lap or the next lap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Been a tremendous drive from Lewis Hamilton for
Has.
his final effort for the great Mercedes team.
Yeah.
This extra grip he's got turning in there. To
He's got loads more grip than
far
Russell.
end of the circuit.
He's got DRS now as well. Has
I
Lewis
think
Hamilton.
he has. He was
Lawson
1.1 of
gets
detected.
past Kevin Magnussen. And
Yeah,
up
he was
into
1.1 of the detection
16th
zone, so yeah, he does not have DRS this time round. So it'll be the next lap where Hamilton will get his moment to get rid of Russell and get that fourth
very much
place.
taking place for Mercedes in terms of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. In a season where Hamilton's going to finish outside the top 6 of the championship for the first time in his career, he would dearly love a top 4 finish on the track tonight. Lando Norris starts his final lap of this
Norris
race.
starts his last lap.
Lando Norris
That's
has been in
24.
control of this race right from the outset, and there's big celebrations coming his and McLaren's way
Yeah,
in 3
there is.
miles' time.
Yeah, there is safety too.
Going on out there.
That's awesome.
Lawson stops.
So Hamilton's got a tremendous opportunity now on the final lap. They're not quite on their final lap yet. They've got one more to go.
Yeah.
George is harvesting here through and getting extra energy into his batteries to try and fight Lewis Hamilton.
Look where
down
yellow
the
flag
straight.
is.
And there's going to be yellow flags at the start of the back
green
straight,
flag.
but it's now clear, I think, as Lawson's been moved out of the way. And that is why Liam Lawson stopped. Lando Norris is making his way towards turn 9 as Lawson's car rolls out of any danger. And the 2 Mercedes cars, this is how close they've got now. Russell has kept as much energy in those batteries as he can.
He has.
And DRS is disabled in this part of the track. That is not going to help Lewis
It's not
Hamilton.
going to help
at all.
Hamilton. They
He's
managed to
gonna
keep
get one
Russell ahead.
go, I think, into turn 9. On this, the final lap of the race. And a
Hamilton
race
put
that
Russell under
McLaren
pressure.
went into, wanting to win a Constructors' Championship.
They've done it.
And for the
McLaren
first
win the
time
Constructors.
Since 1998, McLaren
Have done
are
it.
Constructors' Champions because Lando Norris takes the checkered flag and wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It was all McLaren needed
Norris has done
to
it.
get their car.
There goes Hamilton around the outside of Russell. Go on, Lewis. Go on. Yes. Hamilton's got fourth.
Second and third is all they can muster. Lewis Hamilton
Has
is
done it.
now ahead of George Russell.
He's ahead now.
And he has got him from 16th on the grid.
From 16th on the grid.
In his final race for Mercedes. The
His last race for
that
Merck.
every dream needs a team. Well, every team needs a dream. And the dream tonight was for Lewis Hamilton to charge through the field.
Yeah.
And that is what he's done. It's
Hamilton,
another
his last race for
brilliant
Mercedes.
job from Lewis Hamilton to
Finishes
go
fourth.
He misses out on the podium.
Yeah.
But what a race he has given. What
He
a
has.
race Charles Leclerc has given from 19th on the grid as well. Those two both deserve
Yeah.
driver of the day.
Those two both deserve it.
For their efforts this year, deserve that Constructors' Championship. And how great to see both crews out in the pit lane
Yeah.
saying well done
Yeah.
after an epic Formula One season.
Perfect.
Norris gets his fourth win of the
McLaren
season.
Under pressure. And
As
Hamilton went around the outside of two.
McLaren mid championship.
We did it, mate. We did it. World champions. Well done. Papaya on top.
Yeah.
Congrats to everyone. Incredible. Well done, everyone.
Their first world championship since 1998 for the team.
Thank you so much. It's been a special year.
Yeah, they've done it.
This year's going to be my year too.
When McLaren were last disposed of the Constructors' Trophy
Yeah.
by Ferrari back in 1999,
Yeah.
Lando Norris was
But
13
now they've done
days
it.
old. Now, Lando Norris has inspired that McLaren team to snatch the trophy here ahead of Ferrari.
Me too. What's only the race? Yeah, good job, guys. We tried our best. Unfortunately, they were just we were all we could. But
Ferrari did all they could. And make congratulate McLaren.
Yeah, McLaren pulling a 2.0 pit stop
Yeah.
under extreme pressure there.
Yeah. Some stop out for
but,
McLaren under
they
so
were
much
calm,
pressure.
And Norris drove a beautiful race out.
McLaren are Constructors' champions for the first time since 1998. Where we have Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard as their drivers. Now it's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri.
A tenth of a second on us all weekend.
What a job Andrea Stella's done with that team.
Lap of the Grand Prix in the final
From
tour.
one of the worst cars on the grid at the start of 2023 to now Constructors' champions at the end of 2024. With Sunrise, the rise, the fall and rise again of McLaren in Formula One.
Really irrelevant.
That could be a video idea I could do actually. The rise, fall and rise again of McLaren.
And took the World Championship. Last time they were ahead with 3 races to win the World Championship, 2008.
Yeah, it's going to be donuts to end it.
By the end of the season. This
Oh,
year,
they're not going to do anything.
It's a record gap.
Thank you, Nicky. Thank you, Ferrari. It's been a pleasure joining for you guys.
They're not going to do any donuts, it looks like.
The seat departs now for Williams. For
Yeah, they're not doing any donuts.
It's a record gap.
There's something for
26
Hamilton
years
as well,
between Constructors'
at the end of
Championship
on the
titles.
back straight. Not back straight, pit straight, I should say.
Zach Brown was racing Porsches around Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Andrea Stella was studying his PhD in aerodynamics.
yeah.
And Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris weren't even born. Lando was only just born when they lost the title to Ferrari at the end of 1999.
Yeah, Norris was. Now,
They've come together.
they're champions.
With over 1,000 men and women back at Woking and using Mercedes power to take
Yeah.
the fight, the time.
There's Max Verstappen. He celebrates a fourth world championship the next year. He's got a challenge on the
in
ass.
the team title.
Oh, here's some donuts going on. Hamilton's got made at the grid.
2017, they were 9th.
Yeah, he's doing donuts.
And 30 points, and they've risen superbly from
He's
that.
the only one who's going doing donuts.
Let's talk Lewis Hamilton for a moment, as he gets his moment.
Yeah,
Donuts on the grid, spinning the silver arrow around and around for one last
yeah.
time.
One last time.
The quiet, respectful Lewis Hamilton that came to Mercedes
Yeah.
in 2013.
After missing out in
with his sleeves
2012.
rolled up, ready to get a job done.
Yeah,
Has succeeded.
he's done it.
And exceeded
And there's Norris
expectations
celebrating with
on and
McLaren
off the track. Mercedes
as they celebrate the World
Lewis
Championship.
Hamilton in every
The
single
constructors
thing
won the
he
course,
wanted
not the
to do,
drivers.
and he delivered.
His
on
fourth win of
track
the
for them
season.
as
He'll
well.
be a big
And
contender
let's head
next season
back
if he doesn't
down to
bottle
the
it.
pit lane. Ted Kravitz
But now he's
is
got the
in
experience. He can go for it next year, Lando can.
Zach, everyone's watching this at Woking. What do you got to say to them? Congratulations.
I love everyone in Woking. What an awesome team effort. All the men and women at McLaren. Oh,
The rise, fall and rise again of McLaren Formula One team. It's
Lando delivered for
the
you.
rise is complete.
oh man, he did.
The rise, the
Yes,
second
he
rise is
did.
complete.
Don't see him on the podium.
Yeah, someone's in danger of a flying fist bump from
Yeah.
Zach Brown tonight as Lando Norris embraces his crew. Fourth win
Yeah.
of the season for Lando Norris. It's really
Out comes Hamilton for one last time as a Mercedes driver.
So much with Lewis Hamilton on top of his silver arrow for one last time.
I don't think we've seen it yet, but he went around the outside of turn 9 at the end of that
Yeah, he did.
straight to take the place from George Russell in the final tour.
Lewis.
Yeah, too. What a way to go into the winter with such a dominant victory.
Yeah,
It'll be Forza Ferrari next
for
year.
Hamilton.
As Hamilton,
Don't get Mercedes, says Lewis Hamilton.
246 races for Lewis Hamilton and for Mercedes. 84 wins, 78 poles, 153 podiums. But that relationship wasn't just about the statistics. On and off the track,
Yeah,
they
it
worked
wasn't.
together. The greatest driver-team partnership this sport has ever seen.
Yeah,
And here's one for the future for you. Lando Norris saying, I'm so glad I stuck with this team. He was there
yeah.
as the
He was
ascent
there when they were
started.
one of the worst cars on the
He
grid.
signed long-term deals to remain with McLaren.
Yeah,
He
he's
had the full
loyalty
party
has
right
proved
on.
well for Lando.
And that
For next
faith
year,
has been borne out
the World Championship
with
is
the
his
constructors.
next target.
Now he wants the big one for himself next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know, mate, you got to prove it's not just the car, mate. You've got to just push it like hell next year.
Tonight's all about 2024 in terms of the constructors.
I bet you,
It's really
but
nice.
off term,
He knows
he's
not
going to probably
what
train
to
like
do.
hell
It's
to
really
be ready for
nice
this
that
season.
It was pre-planned.
Not this season, next
that he
season.
would,
There's Ferrari.
say his final farewell to Mercedes this evening on the grid.
He gets a chance to speak with his new crew for next
Yeah,
year.
there's probably a
as
chance for Hamilton.
Let's shake the hands of the young man.
There's Zach Brown and Hamilton. Yeah, there's his future teammate Charles Leclerc.
Driver of the day, Charles Leclerc.
Leclerc got it.
What a performance from Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, did all he could, but was it enough?
To go from 19th to finish third. Now they knew that there was a problem with the battery at Ferrari. They could make it work for the rest of this weekend. They had to change it, and it came the 10th place penalty, and then the disappointments of qualifying last night. Two teammates for next season.
We're ending here, guys. That is F1 done in 2024. Sorry for the stream going off at the start. I had to restart it all. I missed the first lap, but that doesn't matter. Thanks all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if anyone is new. It's turn 3 if you signed in, and tell the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos / streams coming up. I'll see you all for live watch-alongs on F1 MotoGP in 2025. See you then. Hope you have an amazing day. And I'll be continuing watch-alongs until the end of this year on my can't speak for God's sake. Football and Darts channel, Genside Plus. So go check that out. I may actually leave a link. I'll try and see if I can leave a link in the description once I finish this. So hope you have an amazing day, guys. See you all for racing watch-alongs in 2025.
There's a lot of relief. A lot of tension has been released.